a small green shoot finally appears above the soil. The word shoot usually means a small new plant that grows up from a seed and comes out of the soil. It may look like it happened suddenly, but it didn't. The growth was taking place the whole time. The same is true for learning, improving, and reaching goals. Small daily efforts may seem unimportant, but over time they create results that everyone can see. Now I want to talk to you directly. Not about Ahmed, about you. Because maybe you have been watering your plant too. Maybe you have been showing up, not every single day, but at least you tried. And maybe you're tired of looking at the same ground and seeing nothing. Maybe you're wondering if your effort is even doing anything. I want you to hear this clearly. It is doing something. Every single time you try, something is being built, even when you cannot feel it, even when you cannot see it. But let me also be honest with you, as a good teacher. There is a difference between trying slowly and not trying at all. If you opened this video 3 weeks ago, felt inspired for 2 days, and then completely disappeared, that is not consistency, that is motivation. And motivation without a small daily action behind it will always fade. The feeling of wanting to improve is not the same as the habit of actually improving. One lives in your heart and the other lives in your hands. So here is what I want you to do after this video. Just one thing. Find something small, not a 2-hour study plan. Something you can actually do tomorrow evening without any special energy or perfect mood. Maybe it's 5 new words. Maybe it's 1 short paragraph spoken out loud in front of your mirror. Maybe it's describing your day in 3 simple English sentences before you sleep. Pick one thing. Write it down somewhere you will see it. And do it tomorrow. Not next week, tomorrow. After some time, Ahmed finally moved to the city and got the job he had been hoping for. It was not a perfect job, but it was a good, honest job where his English skills helped him every day. He read emails, answered phone calls, and took part in meetings with his coworkers. Sometimes he did not understand every single word, but he understood enough to do his work well and keep learning. His English was not perfect, but it was enough good. It had been built through months of practice, patience, and consistency. Every time he understood a conversation, replied to an email, or spoke with confidence, he felt proud of himself. A quiet voice inside reminded him, "You built this. Nobody gave this to you." From Ahmed's story, we can learn that every small effort, every evening of practice, and every step forward helps create the person you become. The red notebook went with him to the city. He still has it. Not because he needs it the same way anymore, because it reminds him of something he never wants to forget. That the version of him sitting in that small town room, tired after work, choosing 10 minutes of practice over 10 minutes of rest, that version of him was not weak or small or behind. That version of him was already becoming someone. He just didn't know it yet. Yes, you have days like that too. Days when you feel like you are falling behind. When you compare yourself to others and think their English is far ahead of yours. It can feel like the gap is too big, like you will never really catch up. But that feeling is not the full truth. It is just a moment, not your whole journey. You are not running the same race as anyone else. You are not meant to walk their path or match their speed. You are on your own road with your own starting point, your own struggles, and your own progress. Some days you move fast, some days slowly, and some days you simply continue. But all of it counts. Your road may not look perfect, but it is real, it is unique, and it is yours. Now, let me give you 3 small actions. Not big strategies, just 3 honest, simple things that actually work. First, every morning, say 1 English sentence out loud before you look at your phone. Just 1. Today is a good day. I will try something new today. Anything. Your brain wakes up hearing English from your own voice. That matters more than you think. Second, when you learn a new word, don't just write it. Use it in a sentence about your own life. Not a textbook example, your life. If the word is tired, write, I feel tired after work, but I still practiced. Now that word belongs to your story. Third action, and this is the most important one. When you miss a day, don't punish yourself for it. Don't turn it into a story about failure or tell yourself that you are not disciplined enough. That kind of thinking only makes it harder to continue. Missing a day is not the end of progress. It is part of being human, and it happens to everyone who is learning something new. What truly matters is what you do next. The real skill is not perfection, it is returning. You simply come back the next day, quietly, without pressure or drama. You open your notebook again. You write one sentence. You speak one small phrase. That simple return is powerful. It shows that you are still in the process and you are serious about your goals. Many English learners don't know how to come back after stopping. And that ability to return is what slowly builds real progress over time. Months from now, if you keep doing these small things, if you keep coming back, even for just 10 minutes a day, something will slowly begin to change. You cannot fully notice while it is happening. It will not feel dramatic. It will not come with a clear moment where everything suddenly becomes easy. Instead, it will build quietly, through repetition, through small effort that you almost forget to count. But those small moments will start adding up, even when you are not paying attention. Then one day, you will find yourself in a real situation. Maybe you are talking to someone in English. Maybe you are on a phone call. Maybe you are watching a video and suddenly understanding more than before, and a sentence will come to you naturally. You will not translate it in your head. You will not search for it. It will simply appear, ready to be spoken. In that moment, there will be a quiet feeling you may not be able to explain to anyone else, but you will understand it completely. That is what consistency feels like from the inside. That version of you is already being built right now. In small moments, in small choices, every time you try, even a little. And every time you come back after stopping, you are shaping that future self. You are already in the middle of becoming that person. You just need to keep going a little longer, one small step ahead. Pick up your notebook tonight, or open a new page on your phone, or just stand in front of your mirror and say one sentence out loud. It doesn't matter how it sounds. It doesn't matter if somebody hears your voice. What matters is that you showed up one more time. Because consistency is not about big dramatic effort or perfect routines that never break. It is not about doing everything right every single day. It is simply choosing to return again and again. Choosing one small action, even when you do not feel like it, even when it feels like nothing is changing. And that one more time is everything. Repeated enough, it becomes progress. Repeated enough, it becomes confidence. Repeated enough, it becomes skill. That is how ordinary people slowly build something extraordinary.